Hey, I'm Bill Luce with Wide Open RC, and today what I have for you is the Maxstone 10 again, except this time I have it disassembled. We had to disassemble it because of the amount of dirt and mud and crud that was on it. I'm going to kind of walk you through it. I'm going to fast forward the video here and there so you don't have to watch me do all the boring stuff. So with that, let's get started. Alright, let's start with the rim and tire and the bead locks. I got the screw set right here. Start by placing the rim inside the tire. Wish I could show you. So it's outside like this. That's pretty much all there is to it. All you gotta do, there's a slight indentation in the rim where the tire sits down into. It just pops into place. Once it's there, I like to take a screw, drop it in the bead locker, and place it into one of the holes on the rim so it's lined up, and start screwing it down. You don't have to screw it down tight the very first time. In fact, I'd recommend not screwing it down tight. Just get them started. I'd also recommend not using a power tool to put these in. You could damage the rim by over torquing the screw. It doesn't take long and they're not hard to put in by hand. It's all part of the fun. I think this is the part where I'm not going to bore you with doing all four of these. So I'm probably going to do them off camera and we'll skip ahead to something else. Alright, we'll be back. Do when I tighten this bead lock to the rim and tire, I like to tighten them in a star pattern. It just gets a more uniform lock on the rim. Alright, you'll see here I got all the parts laid out. I'm going to put this center section together with these side plates. But first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to hook this up. Black on black, red on red. Should be fairly straightforward. You'll know you'll have it set up right when you have this little cutout for the spur gear. That's the way it's going to sit together inside the side plates. For right now, I'm just going to use some random screws that came out of the unit just to hold this together temporarily. You can use a power drill for this, but you always risk stripping the threads out of that plastic. I'd just rather not. They go in fairly easy. I'll fast forward through some of this. Alright. Here's where you need to determine which way is going to be your front, which way is going to be the back, or vice versa. For me, I think the servo needs to be plugged in closer to this way, so it into the right hole. Just going to start with the center link, and I'm putting the bent ends towards the axle. I'm not going to tighten up any of these nuts until I know for sure this is exactly how it goes together. Like I said, I didn't take it apart, so kind of just guessing. What I'm trying to do here is get this screw through this bottom link in the shop. The way I'm doing it is there's an outside and an inside piece, and they'll go together something like that inside there. A little tricky. It's well designed. See how that is? Goes against the plastic. I'm going to try and slip the drive shaft together. It's easier said than done sometimes.